And if you're watching this live right now, great. I'm not going to really answer any questions today. If you throw them in the comments of this video after you see it, like in the future, I'll be more willing. Um, I'm going live because I need to make content. I don't feel like it, but I also need to weed my patio. And I know if I just do these two things, it'll make me do it. Why am I not feeling good, you asked? When my dear friend Josie Walker has passed suddenly. Those of you who've been following my content for a while know I often will reference like Black Seed Saving Collective or the cabbage collards I just put on my social media. And I'll be like, I got these cabbage collards. She gave me those seeds. I've been growing those plants. And she was a true powerhouse of seed saving excellence and knowledge. Like, who knows right now how to create a seed library within your town? Who knows how to harvest and store seeds? How to get heirlooms that have been lost to time? She did. Um, and I hope that we can keep or legacyfy all of her knowledge. So I'm out here on my patio. It is June 14th, I think. And unlike what I typically do in depression, when I'm sad about just a loss and I grieve, I just let everything drop. And I'm doing something different, which is very hard for me. So, of course, like and share and subscribe and all that stuff. Um, but I'm just going through the motions. I need to weed. I need to keep going. But, do what you got to do. Check in how you got to check in. Those of you who are going through grief and loss, find people to talk to and remember you can have your own gardens of contentment like I do. I'm going to start weeding. I may do some talking while I'm weeding and checking in on my patio. And then I need to water, which I'll probably do off camera because I need to actually I'll probably just do straight water because I don't feel like doing a lot. I fertilized last time I was out here. So I'll probably do straight water. A quick update on my patio. For those of you who care, we have my sunflowers that are sunflowering real beautiful. That's right. There we go. I'm trying to get this where you can't see this base. It's almost like I've never done this before, huh? What you feel. Let's actually look at it like this and then undo this. There we go. I don't know why it was like this other way. Oop, there we go. We're going to cut this part out whenever I go back and edit these. So these are my collard or my mustard greens. Y'all see me harvest a heap of them, and I'm already getting some decent sized leaves up here. I did some heavy fertilizing because I wanted to be able to pump out some more leaves before it gets too god awful hot. I'm gonna see if I can keep these going before they start bolting. And I'm gonna see if I can collect seed this year in honorarium of my friend again, who I've lost. My sunflowers are looking gorgeous. We also have this baby that I'm gonna be weeding. It's looking very atrocious, and some things are just bent over because we had a lot of wind and rain over the last couple of weeks, including here. Those of you who may remember for the last couple of weeks, there was a giant flower spike right here on this valerian. That flower spike is right here. It fell, it broke. I was trying to fix it and it just did not work out. So that was a sad loss. Um, Very unfortunate. No, this is hollow. I could use this like a straw. My goodness, look at that. That's my magic. So sunflowers in here, valerian, bee balm, other random herbaceous perennials. I have some other bee balms that I've just grown. I'm going to be repotting some of them soon too. Um, I've been super excited about my lemon balm, which is growing spectacular. If any of you are in the triangle and you want a piece of this lemon balm during the growing season, please let me know. Um, very celoceous. Right there is my Datura, stramonium, Jimson weed. And then the thing I'm the most excited about, which has been, can't lift it up with one hand, this, which is my berries and cream mint, and I need to water that today. So I'm going to start off, and I also have stuff down here growing. So like all types of things all over this patio. There's gonna be one day I'm gonna get one of those like quick connect things, so I can just like quickly show you all this and then go on to it. But I'm just gonna start off with weeding right here. So before I get started, I'm just gonna move everything so I can have space to get in here and get rid of that there. It was like a little dirt dauber nest. And I'm just gonna weed. Those of you who have commented or said something effective like, Derek, how do you know what you're weeding? Like, how do you put it together that you're taking out what you need to take out? Basically, how are you not taking out something like this that is a wild edible weed? And I've looked at them enough to kind of know what I actually intend to plant. And I can typically tell things like this, which is a grass. This is just like regular old grass. Seed came from birds or the woodland creatures downstairs. Even though I'm here on the second floor of the patio, it's the wildest thing in the world. I'm also, when I'm picking, I'm trying to be careful to just get the grasses and not things like this, which is another coxcomb. I want to make sure I get the stuff I want to take out. So I'm just going to kind of literally kind of bypass these things, wrench my fingers in here, and just pull out things. I'm trying to pull out just roots and not like all of my good soil. So you'll see me sometimes knocking soil back in here. And again, taking out something like this, which is a grass, which loves this area because it's like, ooh, all this fertilizer, all this good nitrogen. Yummy for me. But it's like, yeah, this isn't for you. We don't want you in here. I'm treating this like the Republicans treat the Hispanic people. I'm just going in. Well, actually, I'm not, because I'm not being just broadly hateful. I'm actually being very specific. But I hope y'all are having a good week. Check on your gardens. Check on your friends. Tell your loved ones you appreciate them. Water your gardens as you water yourself. All of that good stuff. Let's see. And again, like take out things. This here that I'm taking out is actually another coxcomb. Like I could tell by the leaves. But it's okay. I've saved so many of these that it's okay to lose a couple. There's sometimes I worry, like, this one that I took out could be the one with the genetics that could just be so cool. But I'm not gene hunting. I'm just, growing my plants for joy right now. And a lot of these seeds that are self-pollinating or being pollinated by pollinators are coming up, with junk flower color. So it's not any something I need to worry about saving. Going in here and I'm trying to pull out things at the root to nip it in the bud. Let's keep going. Okay. I'm trying to get to a center point because when I get to a center point on these window boxes, I am going to flip this around. So I'm trying to go through. There's like a lot of like little grass things like this in here and other little plants that I could be pulling. I could use, like, if I was really setting this up from like scratch, I could try to use an herbicide like that would get the grasses. But especially because I'll often grow like edibles, things I plan on using in drinks, and not just for myself, but for other people, interspersed with these plants. I just don't do that. There we go. So like this leaf here comes from one of the balms that I pulled out. It tastes better. I'm trying to follow the grass. It's like one of those old school books you used to get where you would follow like a path and try to figure out like, okay, where does this lead to? I accidentally pulled this out I'm gonna put this to the side and try to pot it up and give it to somebody. There's a lot of these plants that I have that are extras. These are like natives, seeds of natives. This smells like marijuana up here. I don't know where that came from. A lot of these native babies, these are like good grown plants. I could just give away to people. So again, if you're in the triangle and you're like, hey, I want some bee balms, let me know. So I'm feeling pretty good about where I've gotten to on one side of this. I'm just gonna flip it. I'm gonna be careful because I want to drop this whole thing. I've had these drop off of the patio before, and it was not good. Because not only is it just difficult or aggressive and hurtful for the planter, it's just hurtful and aggressive for um, the plants, and just having to walk down and get this heavy thing that's left a dent in the ground. I know these apartment complex people probably gonna be glad when I'm gone. That way I don't have to worry about looking at plants, a slew of plants no more. And this is why I also flip this over. You see this right here? All this right here? Bunch of grass. A bunch of grass. Pulled another one. So there's 3 of these I put in. These are just randomly seeded. I didn't even put these in here. Trying to pull at this without, there we go. And there's tools you can use like from Cobra Head and other places to like pull, but I just like getting my fingers in here. Trying to pull as much of the root as possible. And there may be a point where I'll just use an herbicide to get all the grass dead in here. But even then, and these are some I accidentally pulled out. Even then, I know if I do that, I'll never be able to get everything. There we go. More of these. Move this out of the way. Grass. This is a random perennial. And this is like kind of a battle of pulling these things out. When you're weeding, you're really going through, hey, Miss Wasp. When you're weeding, you're really going through to fight back against plants that are just trying to take over. They're trying to do too much. So this is dry. I think I watered this Tuesday of this week. Today is Saturday. So that's like, what, 5 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days ish. And it's been overcast a little bit some days, but it's still been hot. So I'm going to turn this back around. Of course, I'm going to knock something over. I'm going to push this back down. Now I'm going to pull something from this here. Let me flip this around so you can see what I'm coming at. And I can tell these are not, these need water because they are light as all get out. And I made a light mix for some of these, but if I do this again, if I pull the soil out and like re-soil these up, I'd probably use a straight core or peat mix. I'm just going to harvest some of these leaves. These are mullein, great mullein, which is or has been used historically to treat lung ailments. So, boop, boop. I'm just harvesting these early. Beautiful soft leaves. Harvesting this real early. So I have this weed here, which I think is purslane. And I'm just going to go and just grab a handful of this and just pull it out. Purslane is a beautiful native to the Carolinas and the Virginias, I believe. The Virginia, I believe. It's beautiful. I think it's edible too, but I'm not going to be using it for that. I don't even know how you got here. You know, I'm thinking about my friend and the atrocities happening in the world and the world just going to hell in a handbasket. I just want to say this. For those of you who are plant people who watch my content and you are not somehow not upset or offended by these ice raids, if you are a person that supports plants, these living organisms that we are charged to care for, and you somehow are immune or oblivious to what's happening in the world, I just have to say, like, you kind of have to pick a struggle. These plants that we have literally been moved across the world. These are some chia seeds I jumped up here that I had soaking in water for days, and it made a crust over the soil. I'll definitely keep that in mind for the future. Um, that was a good way to prevent weeds from coming up in that area. How about that? But yeah, ice. We have people who came to this country who are doing the work that we need, right? And those of you who are especially plant people should understand this, because weeding you do in your yard when you choose to, when you want to. You don't just have to clock in on the clock and work out in your yard day in and day out. Again, unless you want to. Even then, you're not clocking in, you're doing it for the love of it. And we have people who have came to this country to get something good, something that is a alleged part of that American dream. And we're sending people away and being hateful and ugly just because. It's the dumbest thing in the world to me. The absolute dumbest. Um, just got these onion seeds and the wild onions I got from down the road. Just gonna kind of drop these down. Hope they take root. Okay, what else I need to weed? Just gonna take a quick gander at this. And then the biggest one I need to weed is gonna be where I kind of end up, and that's gonna be the one that's the wood box closest to the ground. So I'm just gonna pull a couple of these weeds. Even though this bed is mostly empty, I still want to pull things from this one, like this lone one, because if I don't, if I let these things grow, even this little bit right here, if I just let these grow and just overtake, and I give them an inch, they're gonna go and take that mile. They're gonna go, and by the time I get back to it, be that much more difficult for me to pull from. And note that I'm not pulling this one right here or this one right here. That is my ginger. I'm just gonna give this some water because again, it's been rough, hot. It's been really hot, and I don't want to burn nothing up if I can avoid it. Weeding is a chore, but especially going through just the frustration, just having something to do with my hands that's positive is beautiful. And again, this needs water. These leaves are not turgid. I could tell that they are just like weak. These leaves are drooping, so all of my plants need some water. And I'm going to do that thereafter. That's going to be the last activity I do today. So now I have this baby here. And I'm just going to leave y'all still this high. And actually, I think I might bring y'all down. One of these days, I'll have like an actual camera crew that could do all this for me. And all I have to do is just be out here talking, and they'll move things along. But we got this area right here. This area, make sure nobody called me while I'm doing this. Okay, this area right here. So the weeds I'm pulling, I'm throwing into this bucket, and I would make content on it, but this is like failed bokashis in soil. I'm just kind of blending together. Failed bokashi soils, I'm blending together here. And just weeds to give it some green. There's like flies and stuff in here, maggots. So I'm going to try to like make this into a compost thing. And that way the maggots will be gone because they'll be dead from the heat. And then those, remember that beautiful, beautiful iris I got? Yeah, this is what's left of it. And this soil is rough, really dry. So I'm going to water this. I have a silicone product I'm going to water into it, trying to bring this baby back. So I'm going to move things around. Think about sitting on a bucket. I actually might. So I can actually be like right here, right into where I need to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to weed. And because this is so much green, I have to be very intentional to make sure I'm pulling up exactly what I want to pull up. There's these same weeds that I'm seeing all the time. There's a bunch of my lemon balm, which this, I feel like this made its way in here on its own. To be honest, party people, I didn't put this in here. I don't think I did. I think I had it up there. Then it seeded, and then this one just kept coming back. And there's some plants that are having like somebody's predation. Something's just eating the top layer. And I can't remember what this insect is called. But if I pull away its food source, and I'm getting some of the other things like the other balms down here and other coxcombs that are down here, I'm going to put some of them back. This is like grass. I could put mullein in here, but I have so much mullein right now that I don't really want to. I'm just going to put this back. This is a tea bag that didn't decompose. People that say, things decompose so quick with me. Believe it when I see it. You know, party people, y'all should make sure you really keep telling people you appreciate them while they're here on this side of the world. I told my friend how much she was valued. I just wish there's a part of me that wish we had more time. That wish we had some more time. You know, how much more time? I don't know. Just some more. Put that back in. Get this grass out. It is so hard. And it's hot out here too, God. This is another reason why like I try to weed as I can. Some people be like, I'm just gonna wait because it's hot and I'm gonna wait till I get a cool day. And if you have like health reasons where you just got to wait because you don't want to like, pass out in the heat, have a stroke or whatever, okay, great. Do it. But to the people who are like, I just don't want to be out in the heat, like it's only gonna be worse when you finally do come out, your plants have been choked out by all of these weeds. Like, look at all of this. Look at all of this. All of these things. This is something that I actually want. But even then, I'm going to take this out. All of this here is only going to be more grown, more vigorous, more established by the time. And don't let it already have gone to seed. It's just going to be more of a problem. And I'm pulling out things that I don't want to pull out too. Because unfortunately, I'm just like at this point, like, I have a lot of these bombs. And they seed heavy, all of them. And of the 20 or so plants I got up here that are the bombs, if I get 20 of all of these to seed, I'm going to have just a million of them here. I don't need to save all of them. It's okay to let go sometimes. Oh, let's see. Get more grasses. And I'm trying to pull up things again at the root. If I get it at the root, we'll be good. And some of these I was throwing off the patio. Some of these I'm not because I just want to be able to get some of this nutrition back. I'm not going to soak these in water and make a fertilizer. But what I will do is compost them and then return them back into the soil. There needs to be somebody's decomposition. I'm trying to make sure I get all these little pieces because some of these plants, you know, a little piece comes down and it ends up making a whole slew of them. So this is actually pretty good. And this was very much quicker than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Now, I wish I remember what I did with my little clippers, my little shears. I can't remember. I need to weed up here. Just a little bit. So some more of that purslane. And those of you who may be commenting or talking or something, I don't know where comments are. Oh, there they are. And there's no comments. But I'm just up here weeding. I'm just talking, doing something, thinking about what I want to do to honor the legacy of my friend who passed. It's something where you just, I don't think there's any way to ever be okay with a person passing. Like, I don't think there's anything that would have gave me peace. Like if God had just came down from heaven and gave me a personal informational that she was passing, I don't even think I'd been pleased with that because I still would have been like, well, God, I need more time, God. We got plans, God. Can we get our plans off the ground and give us 10 years? I don't know. But those of you who are watching, I'm going to post this shortly because I'm done now. I'm just going to water these plants. Tell people you love them. Tell them and show them that you love them. My pastor says love is what love does. And if your love, the love you have does nothing at all, then it's not love. And my friend knew she was loved by us, her friends, who would do and go for her. And I'm going to miss her dearly because who is now going to send me stuff on Instagram all day long from 3 pages and text me stuff and email me links to things that I've already seen? Who is going to do that to me now? Who's going to understand my Eastern Carolinianisms? Who can I stop and see when I'm on the way back to the coast? And I can stop in Trenton or in Kinston. Who can give me seeds and plants and stuff? We were talking about her growing bergamot a year ago, and I was like, you get some bergamot growing, give me some cuttings. As a matter of fact, if I need to buy the seeds, I get some money and buy the seeds. You just get the cuttings going. But there's a little sneaky grass. Gotcha, grass. But I don't know. Tell people you love them. Show people you love them. Give people their plants, not even just their flowers. Give people their plants while they are here to receive them. My friend, I wish the world could have known about her. And whenever I go and wherever I can insert stories about my buddy Josie, I will. I just wish, we had more time. But it's okay, and it will be all right. Y'all won't be seeing me up here for a while because I still need to get my calendar together and now going through this. And I still got classes I'm doing at the end of the month at the Southeast Plant Show in the Georgia area. I don't know when I'm next going to really be back at it. It's just going to be as it happens. As I feel it, I'll get back to posting and reposting all my content and going live and doing stuff. I think the only thing I'm going to keep doing is the Dirt on Gardening podcast because all I got to do is be there for that. And my birthday is next month. I don't even know what I want to do now with that. But I got to pick up the pieces somehow and keep on moving. Keep on moving. Don't stop. No. Y'all be good. Enjoy these tiger lilies I got. Oh, there's some grass in here too. Yellow is the color of sun rays. Keep on moving. Okay. I'm out. I'm gonna water all these plants. I'm just gonna give everybody water today. I'm gonna fix this compost situation I have because I need all these maggots in these buckets that just have useless stuff in it just to become some good compost for me. And just for the soil I give away. Y'all have any questions and comments, put it in the comments below. And I'll see y'all soon.